All right, so we are starting. Um, the last time we began with correction of errors, and some of you said we solved one example, but I'm going to redo it. Now, I'll solve correction of errors, two questions, question 9, question 10, and then um, I will solve one income statement question. Then we close. I've told you, don't be joining classes last minute. If your friends join last minute class, don't be joining last minute classes. It will not help you. Yo. Okay, so we start. Correction of errors. Correction. Be writing, oh, be writing. Correction of errors simply says that there are two types of errors. Okay, there are two types of errors. We have errors affecting. Can you all see my screen? Can you all see my screen?
Yes, sir.
TB means trial balance. We have errors affecting the agreement of the trial balance. We have errors not affecting the agreements of the trial balance. When an error affects the agreement of the trial balance, look on the left. When an error affects the agreement of the trial balance, look on the left. It will cause the total debit side. Look at the total debit side. This is debit. Those of you who don't know what debit is, this is debit. This is debit. This is credit. So when the error affects the agreement of the trial balance, you see that the total debits and the total credits will not be the same. They will not be the same. One will be higher than the other. But in accounting, we learned that the name is called trial balance. They should balance. They should be saying, in other words, when I say 5698 minus 5698, you should give me 0. It means that's balance. It's breaking even. So when the first type of errors we're talking about on the left-hand side, this side, when they occur, the trial balance totals will not be the same. Debits and credit sides will not be the same. That is errors not affecting the agreement of the trial balance. The errors approve Esther, admit Esther. The errors will be caused by the ledgers. When I say ledgers, these are the ledgers. The errors will be caused in here, the ledgers. The errors will be occurring there and in the figures as well. And you will see the reflection that the debit and credit sides are not the same. In such a case, we use suspense. When the error is affecting the agreement of the trial balance, we use suspense. We use suspense. So we use suspense. When the error is affecting the agreement of the trial balance, we use the suspense account to correct it. Suspense account to correct it. And we also use the journal, the general journal. When the errors are not affecting the agreement of the trial balance, you would see right there in the debit and credit side of the financial statement, they will be the same, all right, but the errors have been caused within the ledgers. The errors will be within the ledgers, but the figures will be the same. The errors will be caused, the debit and credit side of the trial balance will be the same, but the errors will be within the ledgers. So like, for example, 526198, 56198, if there are errors, you hardly notice it unless you have to revisit the records because they will be the same. They are going to be the same. Okay. So let's continue. So when the errors do not affect the agreement of the trial balance, we use only the journal. Do you get it? Hello, do you get it?
Yes, sir.
Examples of errors affecting the trial balance. Examples. What are some of the examples of errors affecting the trial balance?
Error of transposition.
Error of transposition.
Error of omission.
No.
Error of partial reversal.
Ah,
These are theories. They can ask you. You are writing tomorrow. You can be asked. These
Single
are
entry.
theories. You can be asked. Error of partial entry, error of single entry, meaning we have to do double entry, but only one side of the account has been treated. Error of casting.
Casting.
Casting means overcast, undercast, overstatement, and as transpositional error. The first one is it should be 116. Then it was mistakenly written at 161. We have to transpose. Trans means change position. So change the positions. So move the 6 1. We'll do this. We'll do this. Change it. So we bring 1 here. That's transpositional error. Error of partial reversal. We have to reverse the transaction. We reverse partially, not fully. Okay. That is one of the part. Then single entry is that account. We do two T accounts. If you debit account A, you have to debit account B. But single entry is the person only debited account A, 50 cedis. It didn't do the complete the corresponding entry in account B by crediting it. So account B is negative. There's nothing in account B. But in account A, there is an entry of 50 cedis. How do we know? Okay, let me first explain some concept first before I go with this. Pay attention. Pay attention. Why do we say these transpositional errors, they affect the trial balance? Pay attention. So let's say that I have two accounts. I have two accounts, account A, account B. Account A, the amount in account A should be the account A. Let me write a transaction. James purchased 300 cedis. Okay, so the business name is A Enterprise. James purchased 300 cedis worth of goods on credit. So this is our business, right? James purchased on credit. So if James purchased on credit, the question we'll ask ourselves is that what are the two? We are going to create ledgers for them. We are going to do T accounts for them. So I've opened my T account at the two T accounts at the top. I'll ask myself what two accounts are involved, right? The business is A Enterprise. James is a customer. He came to purchase an item worth 300 cedis or items worth 300 cedis on credit. So the two accounts are James account, who is which is a personal account. So James account will come here. Then we, the business, will sold to James. So sales will come there. Are you getting it? So in terms of recording the 300 cedis, or let me make it 305, so that you can get the concept of the transposition error. In terms of recording 305, James bought goods worth 305. Right? In James' account, if James purchased it, the two accounts, how do we record it in James' account? James purchased 305 cedis worth of goods. How do we record it in James' account? Do we debit James' account or we credit James' account?
You debit his account.
Because James' account purchasing is coming in. So we write 305 here. And there are two accounts, James and sales. So where is this 305 coming from? It's coming from the other account. Which other account is there? Sales.
Yeah.
Do we get it?
Yes.
Do we get it?
Yes.
Pay attention. Oh. Double entry is saying that whenever you debit one account, credit the other account. When you do the left of one account, let's say account James, go and do the right of account sales, then it will balance. So that when I deduct the debit, the credit from the debit, I'll get 0, right? So the correct thing is that James' account is 305. So there are two accounts, James and sales. So if in the James account I've written sales, then I'll go to the sales account, right? If in the James account, sales is on the debit side, then in the sales account, where would James be? Credit on the right-hand side. Do you get it?
Yes, sir.
So I'll write 305 here, credit. Where is this 305 going to? It's going to James because there are only two accounts. So this one is a correct entry. This one, it is no error. It's correct. It is neither an error affecting the trial balance, the agreement of the trial balance, or nor is it an error not affecting the trial balance. It's a correct entry. It's good. It will only be an issue where instead of the 305 in the sales account, the person recorded 350. The first one, when it was 305, debit side is 305. Credit side is 305. When I subtract, do I get 0? Yes, it's balanced. But look at this one. Debit side is 305. Credit side is 350. When I subtract, do I get 0? Do I get 0? What do I have? When I subtract, what do I have?
45.
Negative 45.
Negative 45.
So because the values are not the same, like the previous one where I got 0, we say that this is an error that affects the trial balance because it's transpositional. It should be 305, but the person recorded 350. So it means he interchanged the 0 and 5, right?
Yes.
And it has made the credit side more than the debit side. So it was not going to balance. Balance means when you subtract, you get 0. So look at another way I can write a T account. I can put it this way, James 305 sales. Then I'll come down. Sales. James account. Sales account. Then I write here James. Then I write here what? 350. So when I say that, check whether it affects or does not affect. This is what you see. You will say. These are ledgers. You will say that the two accounts are James and sales. On the debit side, the total is 305. On the credit side, the total is what? 350. They are not the same. Therefore, it affects the agreement of the trial balance. Do you get it?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
That's how come you can know whether it affects or it does not affect. If when it was 305, the total debits and credit, would they be the same? When it was 305, the total debits and credit, are they the same?
Yes.
So the debit here and the debit here, 305 plus 0 is 305. 0 plus 305 is 305. So they are the same. So here, there is no error. Everything here is accurate. But immediately it changes. One figure changes in the same transaction. The person bought 305. Now we are not seeing 305 on the debit side of one account. We are not seeing 305 on the credit side of the other account. It means that it will affect it. So the one I wrote as 350 is error of transposition. They've changed the 0 and 5. We can have this. What is the second type of error we spoke about? Error of partial reversal. That one when you are solving it, I'll do it. Now, the next error is error of single entry. Now, we say that accounting, we do double entry in two or more accounts. But here, assuming the account was recorded for only James and the sales one wasn't done, have I completed the double entry rule?
No.
No.
So when I say check whether it affect or does not affect, you quickly write the two account like that and say that the total debit, James has 305, sales has 0. So the total here is 305. Then here to credit side, James has 0, sales has 0. So the total is 0. Have they balanced? Have they balanced?
No.
No.
Hey, I'm asking the class, so have they balanced?
No.
No.
No, because the debit side is more than the credit side. Because the debit is more than the credit side, we say that the error affect the agreement of the traveler. Because when you report this,
Hello.
can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, hold on, let me share. So when I'm saying that you should check whether it balances or not, that's all you see. You just look at the two accounts, the total debits and credits. When I report, if I should report this into the trial balance, if I should transfer this into the trial balance, right? James, this is a debit side, this is a credit side. When I write James account, let's say I write James account, debit side will be 305. When I write a sales account, credit side will be 0, right? Right?
Yes, sir.
And it will affect the trial balance total. Or whatever figures are there, they will be changed because of what I've written. So that is the error of single entry. Error of casting is similar to error of transposition. Okay, so I can have like 170 and then under casting is like understatement. I'll state like 120. So instead of 170, it is 120. So in the case of the James example, right? In the case of the James example, let's use the James example. So let's say here, okay, let's still use the 305. So here we have 305. So instead of recording 305 also in sales, the corresponding account, the person recorded 212, James. And it's referring to the same transaction, but instead of recording 305, the person recorded 212. You just check. The question is, will it affect the agreement of the trial balance? To know whether whether or not it will affect, you just check it this way. What is the total debit? 305 for both accounts. What is the total credit for both accounts? 212. Are they the same?
No.
So it will affect. And whenever the error affects the trial balance, you would solve it or you will correct it by using the suspense account, and also you use the journal. Do you get it?
Yes, sir.
Are you writing
Yes.
or you are listening or are you writing or what? Are you writing?
Yeah.
You tell me you use your head and don't understand it. So now that is all about the errors that affect the trial balance. If there are any, you write them, you add them to it. If there are any, you add them. So that's what we are going to do. Now let's go to the next. We have errors not affecting the trial balance. These are theories, so you can be asked. State the errors affecting and errors not affecting. We have errors not affecting the trial balance. So what are some of the errors not affecting the trial balance? Error of omission. If you
Error
didn't
of
record it,
commission.
there will not be any issue. If you record it, that is when there will be an issue. We have error of omission. We have error of commission. We have error of principle. We have error of what?
Complete reversal.
Complete reversal.
Reversal.
Now, when the error does not affect the trial balance, you don't use suspense. You only record it in a journal. When the error affects the agreement of the trial balance, you need a suspense, and you also record it in the journal. Do we get it?
Yes.
Matty. All right. Now let's go on. Let's start with question 9. Question 10. Let me see question 10. The easier one first. Okay, let's have question 10. That one is not many. It doesn't have many transactions. Then after I finish, you come to question 9. The question 9 is quite a lot. Pay attention. Whenever you are giving, I'm approaching it as if I'm in the exams room or I'm in the lecture hall, the exams hall. The first thing, you write the name of the entity. What is it? Maunyo, right? Maunyo Limited, you underline. This is my answer booklet. Then I'll go to the requirements. Show the necessary journal entries to correct the above errors. Show the necessary journal entries to correct the above errors. Then I'll write A. So this is question 10. I write A. Journal or general journal. Use pencil. Use pencil. Then you write here particulars. You can write particulars, you can write details, you can write description. Then write here debit. Write here credit. Use pen to write, do the writing. But use pencil to draw the table. Why should you use pencil? You don't know where it will end. You don't know where it will end. So use pencil to draw the table. Use pen to write the entries in the table. So the particulars, debit and credit, I'll use pen. The table, I'm going to use pencil. Don't close. We are hearing everything. Sam, mute them, eh? Sam, whenever you hear anything, when anyone interrupting, then you mute the person. So particulars, debit and credit, use pen to write. The table, use pencil. Then write your Ghana cedis under debit. Write your Ghana cedis under credits. So you are going to start. When that is the A, calm down. You can go to your next page, the next page of your book, of your marking script. Let me write it here. B. What is the B? Prepare the suspense account. So you do your T account. You use ruler. This one to use pencil. But write in ink, suspense account. Then you put your Ghana cedis at the corner. So you do this. Don't look at the way I've done my table. I've not ruled any line beneath it. I've not ruled any line because I don't know where it will end. That's why I'm using a pencil to draw the table. But the entries in that I'm using pen. The journal too, I'll use pen. The journal, center the journal in the book answer booklet. So you center your journal. You can write in capital letters. That's fine. That's how you do it in the exams. You go and do anything anyhow. They'll give you a receipt, you'll be hot. Okay. After doing this, I'll now start reading the entire work. So start reading. Someone should read. We are going to follow, hold on. We are going to follow some steps. Don't try these steps in exams. I'm just using it. We are going to follow some steps. Step 1, identify the accounts involved. Like when I wrote James bought this from cash, what I did was I had to identify the account involved, that they were James and sales. So identify the account involved. 2, record the entries per the transaction. What is the transaction saying? What does the transaction say the entries were? So just record it as it is. 3, record the entries per the transaction. 3, identify the accounts with error. 4, identify the account with error. 4, ascertain Sam, 2 people in the waiting room. Ascertain whether the error affects, ascertain whether or not the error affects the agreements of the trial balance. 5, if error affects the agreements of the trial balance. If error affects trial balance, use suspense to correct it. 6, if error does not affect the TB, correct it without using suspense account. That's all that you're going to do. It's quite plenty grammar, but once we start to practice, you get to know that it's very easy. Are you finished writing?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Steps 1, identify the account involved. 2, record the entries per the transaction. 3, identify the account with error. 4, ascertain whether or not the error affects the agreement of the trial balance. 5, so there are 5 steps actually, because the 5 and 6, depending on the 4, you go to the 5 or you go to 6. So if error affects trial balance, use suspense to correct it. If error does not affect the trial balance, correct it without using suspense account. Have you all finished?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Am I teaching only one person in the class?
No, please.
Pay attention. So now, these are the steps I'm going to follow to solve it. So let's start. Somebody should start reading for us. Quick. We don't have time. Who is reading?
Mawino Limited has its total debits exceeding the total credits in the trial balance as at 31st December 2021 by 6,500. The following were revealed during the investigation.
So hold on.
A.
Hold on. The total debits was more exceeding means it was more than the total credits. By how, what's the difference?
6,500.
Pay attention. Oh. So which one was in shortage? Was it the debit side or the credit side which was in shortage?
Credit. Debit.
He said the debit side exceeded
Exceeding.
the credit
The
side
credit.
by 6,500. It means that the debit side was 6,500 more. Are you getting it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
sir.
the two sides, which side was in shortage?
The
Which
credit.
which side's figure couldn't reach the debit side? So which side
Credit.
figure couldn't reach the other side?
The credit side.
Credit side.
So the shortage, where the shortage occurred on the credit side. You go to your suspense account. The shortage occurred on the debit credit side, so you write difference. Don't write balance brought down. You write difference. You write difference. You can write it this way, you can write it in full. How much?
6,000.
You write the difference figure there. That's it. So always when he said that one side exceeded the other, where there is shortage, if it's on the credit side, go and write on the credit side because that's where there's shortage. If there's a debit side, go and write on the debit side. It means there's shortage there. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Why are we also recording it in the suspense? Because we said we only use the suspense account when the total debit and total credit are not the same. Do you remember that?
Hmm.
Yes.
When the total debit and total credit are not the same, it means that the error is affecting the agreement. If the error affects the agreement, we use suspense. So you have to post the difference there into the suspense account. Move on. Continue.
Sales had been overcasted by 5,000.
So watch. Working. You write here workings. A. So the A. We are doing workings for A. So that's a sales have been overcast by 5,000. It's a transaction. If it is a transaction, let's follow the steps. What's the first thing to do?
Identify the accounts.
Identify the accounts involved.
So what accounts are involved in that A?
Sales account.
Sales account. Yes,
We have sales accounts. So you do a T account for it. But they didn't state the other account. So let's say the other account is supplier A accounts. They didn't state it, but let's assume it's supplier A. So my CD sign, my CD sign, my CD sign, my CD sign. Okay. So let's say it's sales account, which they said, and the other account is supplier A, because mostly you should have 2 or 3 accounts. So I can complete a double entry. So though they mention sales, let me add supplier A, even though it's not sales, but remember that sales will go with a supplier or a customer. Sorry, sales will go with a customer. Do you all get it?
Yes.
Because the business will sell to a customer. So let's say customer A. We will sell to a customer, so customer A. So let's continue. After identifying the account, what do we do?
Record the entry per the transaction.
So we are going to make the entries into the T account. Looking at the transaction, it says sales have been overcast by 5,000. So how do we record it in there? Where do we record sales? On the debit or credit side?
Credit side.
Credit side.
Okay, so that those of you who have issues, watch. We have what is called Alice. Alice is the element. I'm doing another theory. They can ask you in exam. Elements of the financial statement. The acronym is Alice. A stands for assets, L liabilities, I income, C capital, E expenses. Accounting starts when transaction takes place. Immediately transaction takes place, accounting starts. So we say T accounts, transaction accounts. From the tip on the left horizontally, moving to the middle, the center, then downwards vertically, that side is called debit. From the vertical line upwards to the right, that side is called credit. Then I'll write the name of the account here, the name or title of the account there at the top. This Alice, in accounting, there is something called recognition and measurement. All transactions must fall under one of the 5 year. Otherwise, you cannot work with accounting. Otherwise, you cannot do any accounting. So the first E and the second E, they are always on the debit side. Always. The middle three, LIC, they are always on the credit side. So we write expenses, the assets and the expenses are on the debit side. So we write expenses, we write costs, and we write losses on the debit side. They all go to the debit side. Then the income too, we write income, we write gains, any gains, other income. We write profits. The capital too, we write capital, we write equity. They all go to that side. So in accounting, this transaction we have seen, it must fall under one of the 5 so that we can know whether it will fall on the debit side or credit side. So sales, what do sales bring to the business?
Income.
Income.
From the Alice, the T account, where does the income fall? Which side?
Debit.
Credit.
Credit side.
Open your eyes. If you know you
Hey.
can't see, go and take shoe shine and
Credit.
shine your eyes
Credit.
before I give it to you. So it's on the credit side. That is why they are saying sales will be on the credit side. How much? 5,000. So if the business purchase motor vehicle for 200 cedis, or he purchase a building for 200 cedis, and I'm saying draw a building account or prepare a building account, where will you write the 200 cedis, debit or credit? So
Debit.
you ask yourself, building, is it an asset? Is it a liability? Is it an income? Is it a capital? Is it expense? Building,
Asset.
what is it to the business?
Asset.
Asset.
So where are assets written?
Debit side.
So you write 200 here. And if the person, you are a root check, you write bank. Are you getting it?
Yes.
That's what we do. So everything I'm asking you, is it on the debit or credit? You'll be asking yourself, under the 5, where does it fall? If you know where it falls, then you construct the T account in your memory, or you construct a T account. You say the T account, and then you say that the first and the last, they fall on the left hand side, and the 3 falls on the right. So this item, where does it fall? Then you tell me where I should record it. Do you all get it?
Yes, sir.
Is it difficult?
No.
No.
You don't go and study. So I'm coming in. Are you recording? Are you writing?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Go and practice. Oh. Go and practice. Okay, so now we are done. Let's go. We said that. Hold on. We said that sales had been overcast by 5,000. What it means is, when you say overcast, what kind of error is that?
Error of cast.
Error of
Error of
casting.
casting. Pay attention. So the sales account has been overcast by 5,000. So let's say this 5,000, right? In other words, the original amount is there, but they've increased it by 5,000. So let's assume that in the original amount, in the original figures, it was the transaction was between sales to a customer A, right? So if sales is 5,000, let's say they've made it 45,000, but actually they sold 40,000 to customer A. So if sales account, in the sales account, we have 45,000. Where is this 45,000? To which account is this 45,000 going to?
Mm-hmm.
To which account is this 45,000 going to? There are 2 accounts, sales and customer A.
Customer's account.
It will go to customer A. There are 2, sales and customer A. So this 45,000 will go to customer A. So in the sales account, it's on the credit side, right?
Yes.
In customer A's account, which side will we record it?
Debit.
Debit.
So we come in, but what they actually sold was 40,000, not 45,000. Where is this 40,000 coming from? Which account?
Sales.
Sales. Don't go and save from your bank account. We don't have any bank account there. We are having sales and CA, customer A. So that's how double entry is. This side is credit, right. This side is debit, left.
Yes.
That's how double entry is. So what they actually sold to customer A was 40,000. I'm assuming 40,000. But then they recorded, it's not 40,000, they recorded this 45,000. Are you getting it?
Yes.
So what is the difference?
5,000 difference.
Is there an error of casting? Yes, they've overstated the
Yes.
figure. So now you ask yourself, will it affect the agreement of the trial balance or it will not?
It will.
Why?
Because
Quick. Why? How did I tell you to know to spot when the error will not affect when the error will affect the agreement of the trial balance? How did I teach you to do it?
Because the debit and credit side do not balance.
They are not the same. That's what I just taught you. And you've forgotten. You've eaten wachi. It's not even two seconds ago. Just look at the debit, the figures. They are not the same. Are you getting it? But the question here didn't say that they bought this for this amount. They didn't say that. All that the question was saying was that the sales figure has been overcast by what? 5,000. So long as it's an error of casting, it does not, it affects the agreement of the trial balance. Meaning that it's an excess. Are you getting it? Do we
Yes.
get it? It implies that in the other account, the figure there is accurate. That is why they didn't make mention of the other account, because in accounting there should be two or more accounts which will take the double entry. So if they said it is only sales, it means sales is the only account which has the issue, but the other account, it doesn't have any issue. Are we good? This one doesn't have any issue. It's only the sales. So if it's an error of casting, we've stated it here that error of casting is one of the errors that affects the agreement of the trial balance. Here. Error of casting. So even without explanation, you should know that whenever you see error of casting, overcast, undercast, overstated, understated, they are affecting the agreement of the trial balance. It means that the sales figure will be more than what is in the other account. That's why I use 40,000 as an example. They may have actually sold 40,000, but they recorded 45,000. So it will not balance. Because the figures are not the same in the account, it will affect the agreement of the trial balance. It will make one side more than the other side. Are we good?
Yes, please.
Yes.
So now, if the error, let's go to the next step. So what you have just done is record the entries per the transaction. What is the next step?
Identify the accounts with error.
So between this sales account and the other account, which one has the error?
The
The
sales account.
The sales account. That's why I've canceled the other account. I've canceled it. It doesn't have an issue. It's the sales which has the issue. Let's go to the next one. Fourth step. Ascertain whether or not the error affects the agreement of the trial balance. This error, does it affect the agreement of the trial balance?
Yes, it does.
Yes.
Okay, now let's continue. If it affects, we go to the 5. If error affect trial balance, use what? Suspense account to correct it.
Suspense to correct it.
So because it will affect it, I'll create a suspense account here. This is a mini suspense account, and the mother suspense account is here. The bigger one is here. So after I use the mini to correct it here, I'll transfer what is in the mini into the mother. Are you getting it?
Okay.
This is the small boy suspense account, and this is the father suspense account. Those who don't understand mini and parent account. Okay, so watch. So this 5,000 must be dealt with, right? Are you following? So if it's an overcast, how do we deal with it? What do we do naturally? If it has exceeded, what do we do?
B.
I should give you 3,000 and I gave you 4,000. What do you do? Hey,
Would
let the
debit,
business is quick.
would debit
You look
sales.
for the difference.
No, just what I'm asking is that don't use debit and credits. I have to give you 3,000 and I gave you 4,000. What do you do?
I take
Don't you
it.
return the
Find the difference.
1,000?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So here it has been exceeded by 5,000. So what do you do to the 5,000? You take it out, right?
Yes.
So if you take it out, this is the error. The error is where it is now. Is the error. For it to be on the credit side is an error. So how do you correct it? You take it out, you delete it, you subtract it. And when you subtract it, you have to take it to the opposite side here. So that 5,000 minus 5,000 give you as what? 0. Are you good? 5,000 minus 5,000 give us what? 0. Are you following?
Yes.
Okay. So when you are correcting it with the, I'm correcting it with the red, 5,000, which account now, we don't have the current account again. Now, the other account is gone. We are using suspense to match the sales account, to correct the sales account. So the two accounts here are sales and suspense. This 5,000, where is it coming from? Which account? Oh, we are having two accounts. Two accounts. So this sales, this 5,000, which account is it coming from?
Sales.
No. I mean the sales account. Where is this 5,000? It will be coming from the other account. Which account is it?
Customer.
Suspense. Hey,
Okay.
I'm saying we are using the suspense to correct it. So it's now sales and suspense. This customer thing is not there. So if there are two accounts, this 5,000 is coming from one account. The other account, I'm already in sales. So this 5,000 will be coming from the suspense account. Or let me explain it this way. Watch. Let this suspense account be the correct account, the customer account, right? In the customer account, where would they record the figure? Okay, you let it be. Let's come back here. There's 5,000, right? If I want to cancel it, where will I place the figure?
Debit side.
Debit. So that's 5,000 minus 5,000 will give us 0. I've canceled the 5,000. Now there's no 5,000. So where will this 5,000, which side of the account is it? Is it on the debit side?
Yes.
Okay, so when I come to the suspense account, where will I record the 5,000?
Mhm.
5,000. So this 5,000, where is it coming from? Which account is it coming from? In the suspense account, the 5,000, where is it coming from?
Sales.
Sales. Now the 5,000 in the sales, where is it coming from?
Suspense.
Customer.
Oh,
Suspense.
what is customer? We are using two accounts. You people, pay attention. Pay attention. You are writing tomorrow. I want the 5,000 on the debit side to cancel the 5,000 here. So if I place the 5,000 here, which will cancel the 5,000, which is the error, and give me 0, the 5,000 on the debit side, when I come to the suspense account, where will I record that 5,000? If it's in the sales account as 5,000, then in the suspense, it will be on the credit side as 5,000. I am correcting the error of this error, I'm correcting it. So in the suspense account, the 5,000, where did I get it from? Sales. Because sales is I'm only dealing with two accounts, sales and suspense. No customer. Do you see any customer account on the board? I've cancelled it. I said it's correct. It's not there. So I'm only dealing with sales and suspense. So when I come to suspense, when I come to sales account, I record suspense money. When I go to suspense, I record sales money because there are two. Go to suspense, record the other one money in there. Come to sales, record the suspense money in there. That's what we are doing. Are you getting it?
Yes.
Now, pay attention. I have corrected the error. How do you know I've corrected the error? You can see it here. Here, I've corrected it here. I've corrected it there. Then, I will go to the mother suspense account. In the mini suspense account, in the small boy suspense account, Which side was it recorded? Was it on the debit side or credit side? In this, pay attention. In the suspense account, was it on the debit side or credit side where I recorded the figure?
Credit side.
So I'll go to the
Credit side.
parents. I'll go to the parents account, and I'll write what is the name of that the 5,000. I write on the credit side. What is the name of that 5,000? Which account is linked to the 5,000?
Sales.
Sales. So I'll go there and record the 5,000. Sales. Then I'm not done. I'll go to the journal. This is the journal. I have to come and record it here. So let's look at the two accounts here. The two accounts here. The two accounts here. Hold on. Oh. Which one has a debit entry?
Sales.
Come again.
The sales.
The sales account has a debit entry, right?
Yes.
So I'll go up, and the suspense has a credit entry, right?
Yes.
So I go up here, and in the journal, I'll record sales accounts. How much was it? How much was it?
5,000.
Sales account 5,000. Then which other account had a credit entry?
The suspense.
Suspense.
Suspense account. How much? Credit side
5,000.
5,000.
5,000. So
If it were a standard account, I'd have written the name of the error. Being error of overcast, now corrected. But here, don't do anything. Just underline it. And always, when you write, it should slant. It should slant. Have you seen it?
yes, sir.
Always write the debit first. We go and write the credit first. They'll give you F or D. Always write the debit entry first. Now let's move on. What's the next? I'm done with working A. So you on your page, on your document, on your or in your answer script, the A will be the journal, then the back, the behind it, you write suspense account. You write suspense account. I'm doing both. And then below the suspense account, maybe halfway on the answer script, down the line, halfway down there, you start with workings. You do the workings there so that they will see the workings. Let's go. B. Read a B.
B.
Are you writing?
Yes, sir.
Sales returns had been overstated by 1,000 cedis.
The same issue, the same error of casting. You see, they've used different words here. Understated, overcast. So overcast and understatement, they are the same. They are all called error of casting. So whenever you see error of casting, know that they affect the trial balance. Look at the next one. Pages account had been overstated. So 1, 2, 3, they are all error of casting. Are we okay?
Yes.
Pay attention. So let's go. Okay. So what's the first step? What's the first step?
Identify accounts involved.
So what are the accounts? Yes, Yaira here. Yaira. Is MFA here? Okay. What are the accounts involved?
Sales account.
Sales return
Sales
account.
returns, not sales. Source documents. When we dealt with day books, do you remember day books?
Yes, sir.
We have sales returns day book. So it's not a sales account. Okay, let's go. So sales returns accounts. They are parent ledgers. So sales returns is the opposite of sales. Okay. So each sales account has a credit balance. What will sales returns account be?
A debit balance.
It will have a debit balance. Are you getting it? And he said that the sales returns have been understated by 1,000. What does it mean?
Uh,
It has been reduced by 1,000.
less,
Good.
less than
It has been reduced by what? 1,000.
1,000.
1,000.
Understated. So maybe they should have written 10,000. The other accounts, let's assume the other account was 10,000. So here they should have done it 10,000, but they rather made it 9,000. Meanwhile, the original account, which is the correct one, has 10,000. So it has been understated by 1,000. Are we good?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it means there's a shortage in the sales returns account. If there's a shortage, what do you do?
Which one? Give me a biscuit. That's chocolate biscuit.
Okay, let's continue. Let's continue. Well, don't worry. So we've written it. That identify the account involved. Now record the entries per the transaction. Record the entries per the transaction. So what are the entries? The entry is saying that the sales returns has been understated by 1,000. So what does it imply? It implies that uh, the sales returns account, it is in short of 1,000, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And if the sales account has a credit balance, sales returns is the opposite side. It will have a debit balance. Are you good?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we cannot write the 1,000 here, but we know that the 1,000 is a shortage. Now let's proceed. Identify the account with error. Which account has the error?
Sales return.
Sales returns.
The
Sales
sales
return.
returns. This same account here, they didn't state the other account, but I can assume that who do you sell to? The one we sell to is the one who will return it. So we can even say that the same customer A, yeah, let's say customer B returns some goods to the business. So they will return it into they will record it into the sales returns account. So the account with error is the sales returns. Let's go on. Then
Ascertain whether the error affect the
agreement of the
agreement
trial
and the trial
balance.
balance.
So that error of the understatement, does it affect the trial balance?
Yes.
Yes,
Why? Or how
because
does it affect it?
the figures are not the same.
That is it. It means the former one, the figure is correct, but here it is short by 1,000. So when you add both sides, you see that the former one, which has a credit balance, it will be the absolute. The figure will be absolute. But when it comes to the sales return, there will be a shortage of 1,000. That's why I use 10,000 and 9,000 for you. So let's say here it was 10,000. When you add all the credits, it's 10,000. When it comes to the sales returns account, they recorded 9,000. So since the figures are not the same, it will affect the agreement. Are we good?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm taking my time. The next one, I'll move very, very swiftly. I'll move very fast. Now, let's go. What's the next step?
If error affect the trial balance, use suspense account to correct it.
Good. So now we've understood that it affects the trial balance, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So if it affects the trial balance, what do?
We use
We will
suspense to
use the
correct.
suspense to correct it. Emefa, you come and you go. Why? Emefa. Okay, let's continue. So how do we use? So this one is correct. The first one is correct. The other account is correct. They didn't state it. So we come and write our suspense account here. Are we good?
Yes.
Yes.
Then what do? So how much do we need for the sales returns account?
1,000.
And
We need
1,000.
1,000.
1,000.
Which side of the sales returns account do we need the 1,000?
The the debit side.
I said the sales returns is the opposite direction of the sales account. So if sales account is credit, sales returns is debit. If
Yes.
purchases account is debit, purchases returns is credit. They are opposite side. If sales is credit, has a credit balance. When you are returning the item, sales returns, it will have what? Debit
A debit
balance.
card.
If purchases has a debit balance, if you are recording purchases, you first record it on the debit side. Then purchase returns will have what? Credit balance. That's how they are. So just know one and do the opposite. Another name for sales return is called return inwards. Another name for sales return is called return inwards. So if sales has a credit balance, then return inwards will have a debit balance. If sales has a credit balance, then sales returns will have a debit balance. Do we get it?
Yes.
So no for one, then the opposite is the other one. Just no for one. The opposite is the other one. Okay, so how much do we need? We are now correcting it. We are now correcting with the suspense. So how do we correct the sales returns? Oh, let's be quick. It says it has been understated, meaning there's a shortage of 1,000.
Mm,
So that 1,000, how do we bring it in? You just write it. Which side of the sales returns do you write the 1,000?
debit side.
So if it's on the debit side of 1,000, in the
Mm,
suspense account, which side will record the 1,000?
credit
And
side.
credit side.
Credit side.
Now this 1,000 in the suspense,
Credit
where is it going to? Which account is it going to?
Sales
Sales
returns.
sales returns.
Sales return. There are two. I thought someone was going to say customer. I would have entered your room and given you a headbutt on your forehead. I'll break your forehead into pieces. There are two accounts. So 1,000, we need 1,000 on the debit side. Where should it be in the suspense? Credit side. Where is the 1,000 going to from the suspense? It's going to sales returns. When we go to
Yeah.
the sales returns, where is the 1,000 coming from?
Suspense.
Suspense.
Is it difficult?
Not
no.
really.
No, not
No,
really.
dear, really. It's no. Go and practice. Lazy students. Okay, let's go. Now let me go into the mother suspense mother account, the father, this is a mini small boy suspense account. Have you seen where I've recorded the sales return? Which side of the suspense did I record it?
Credit
The
side.
credit side.
So I'm going to the
Credit
mother
side.
account. So which side will I record it in the mother account?
Credit side.
The credit side.
1,000. What is the name?
Sales return.
Sales returns.
Now I go back. The two accounts, I'm going to enter them into the journal. Which one of them has a debit entry first?
Sales return.
Sales
So it has
returns.
debit,
Sales
right? And
return.
suspense has credits, right?
Yes.
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 So I go sales returns account. The debit first account. How much?
1,000.
1,000. Then suspense. How much?
1,000.
Then I'll underline. Let it slant. Let it slant. Let it slant. Let it slant. Is it difficult?
No.
Yeah.
Lazy students. Okay, let's continue. Are we good? So whilst you are solving it, you have to be checking. Oh, my drawing tools are not showing. Okay, I think I have to fix it. So watch. You have to be checking like this. I've done A, I've done B, I'm on C. Are you getting it? Are you getting it?
Yes.
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 Have you seen the question? I'm marking A, B.
Yes.
Meaning I'm on B. I've done B. So you go to C. That's how you do it. Okay, let's go. It's not difficult. You have to just sit down and practice. Let's go to C. So C, working C. Uh-huh. Who is reading?
Purchase account had been overstated by 2,500 Ghana cedis.
Purchase account has been what? Overstated account. Let's go to the steps. Yes.
Identify the accounts involved.
So what accounts are involved?
Purchase account.
Accounts.
Purchase account.
Right.
So you write purchases account. That's the first one. It means that the corresponding account for purchases, that one is correct. That's why they didn't talk about it. Do you
Yeah.
understand it?
Yes.
Okay, let's move on to the next one. Yeah. Step 2.
Record the entries per the transaction.
Record the entries per the transaction. Okay. So how will I record the entries? You ask yourself, purchases under the alias, where does purchases fall? Where does it fall? Purchases is an expense. Is what? An expense.
Debit.
And under alias, where does expenses fall?
Debit side.
Debit. So they say that the debit figure, it has been over. Whenever it's overstated, we write the figure visibly. But when it's understated, we don't write it. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
When it's like the one we just did, the B one, we saw that it was a shortage, so we didn't write it. Sam, mute those who are making noise there. The sales returns 1. The 1,000 it was a shortage. We didn't record it until when we were correcting it. But the purchases one, it is overstated, meaning it is excess. So we have to record the figure. Then we will reverse it. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
So purchases it has been overstated. So this is how we are recording the error. We are recording the entries per the transaction. The transaction says that the purchase account has been overstated. So that is what we have done. Let's go to the next one.
Identify the accounts with the error.
So which account has the error?
Purchase account.
The same account has the error. Let's go. Son,
Ascertain
mute
whether
them.
ascertain whether the error affect the agreement of the trial balance.
That error, the error which has the overstatement. What type of error is it?
Error of cast.
Does it affect the trial balance or it does not?
It does.
It does.
It does, straight away. Okay, let's continue. 5.
If error affect the trial balance, use suspense account to correct it.
Okay, if error affect the trial balance, use suspense to correct it. So we've seen that this affects. So what do? We will bring our suspense account here. Okay, so how do we correct it? How do you correct it? It's the way we would treat the C. It's the same way we treated the A. The money has exceeded. So if it has exceeded, what do we do?
You bring it to the other side of the account.
Yeah. In T account, the Alice. Whenever you are bringing more money, you are bringing a figure to the debit side. Let's say you have bought, let's say, motor vehicle. You bought motor vehicle. The first motor vehicle 1, you bought 20. Then motor vehicle 2, you bought another 20 or 30. The total is 50. We add. When we are bringing it to the same side, we add. But then, so when you are bringing something to assets, you are bringing more assets, you add them. Bringing more expense, we add them. But when you go to the credit side, too, when you are bringing more liability, you add. More income, you add. More capital, you add. But whenever they switch, credit here goes here, it will go and subtract. When debit here goes there, it will go and subtract. But when you are taking the expenses to expense, you add. Are you getting it?
Yes.
So if I want to see that, if I want to subtract one from the other, I'll just take A and I'll say minus L, meaning that I've moved the A to L. So L minus A, it will give me 0. Am I making sense?
Yeah.
So it has been exceeded by 2,500. I have to take the 2,500 out. How do I treat it in the account? Mm-hmm.
You will write the 2,500 to the credit side of the purchases account.
That's it. It's the same as the first one, the A. You write it on the credit side. That means you are going to subtract. If you go and write it here, it means you are still adding. So you can't write it on the same side. You add. This will give you 5,000. But to subtract, you just take it to the other side. Then it will subtract.
Yes.
Are you getting it? So now this 2,500, the one in blue on the left, on the debit side, is a mistake. It's an error. That's the error. We are correcting it. So if I want the 2,500 on this side of the purchase account, in the suspense account, where will I record that same 2,500?
At the debit side.
Do you all understand it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yo, 2,500. Then this 2,500, where is it coming from? Which account is it coming from?
Purchases account.
This 2,500 in the purchase account, where is it coming? Where is it going to?
Suspense account. It's coming from suspense account.
It's coming from the suspense. That's all. So the orange ones I have written, they are the errors I have corrected. The blue 2,500 is the error. But the suspense and the page, the ones I've written in orange, they are the corrections I've made. Those corrections are what I record in the journal in the suspense account. I will not record this 2,500 in blue. I'll not record it because it's an error. So if the pays account was overstated by 2,500, now 2,500 on the debit side minus 2,500 on the credit side, what do we have? 0. We have eliminated it. Are you okay?
Yes.
Is it difficult?
No.
No.
Lazy people. Go and practice. Okay, let's go. So let's go to the parent suspense account. Okay. In the mini small boy suspense account, where is it recorded? Debit or credit?
Debit.
Let's be quick. Let's be quick. Let's be quick. We have a lot to do. Where is it recorded? Debit or credit?
Debit.
So I go to the parent suspense account. On the debit side, I write what's the name of the account?
Purchase
account.
purchase account.
Purchases account. How much is it?
2,500.
I've recorded it. Now look. So between the purchase account and the suspense account, which one has a debit entry?
Suspense account.
Don't say the wrong 2,500. I'm talking about the corrected figures.
Suspense account.
The suspense has the purchase. The suspense is 2,500. The purchase has for 2,500. So we go to the journal and we write suspense account. How much? 2,500. Then we have what? Purchases
Purchase account.
account. How much?
2,500.
2,500. Then you're on the line. Being error of overcast. Now, or error of casting. Now corrected. Are we good?
Yeah. Yes.
Then you check your C. Let's go to the D. Working D. You have to practice so that you can master it. It's not difficult. D. Who is reading?
Returns as outwards of 6,132 of Elikim was wrongly debited to Elikim's account.
Okay. So now let's go. Let's follow the steps. First step.
Identify the account involved.
What accounts were involved? Quick.
Return out was an elegant
Good.
account.
Return outwards accounts. Write them as they are. Just write them as they are. 1,
And Eli,
Elichem.
uh,
Eliclim.
yeah, accounts.
Early claim accounts. Are we done?
And Elichem.
Early claim. Just write them. Can't you see the accounts there? Return outwards. They even use capital letters to represent them. Return outwards. Early claim. Early claim. They are all accounts. I've told you the double entry is between, it's from 2 accounts to 3. You can even have 4 accounts, doing double entry for 4 accounts. So just write the accounts. Just that's all that you have to see. Open your eyes. Use shoe shiner and remove your eyeballs. Put it on a white plate and shine it, shine it, shine it. The one for you put them back. Okay, what's the next step?
Recall
Quick,
the
quick, quick.
entries per the transaction.
Okay, so let's go into the accounts. Let's read the transaction. Yes.
Return outwards of 6,132 Ghana cedis to Elichem has been wrongly debited to
So
Eliclim
you,
has been wrongly debited to Elichem's account.
so you ask yourself, how was it in the returns outward account? How was it treated in the return outsource account? Are you good?
Yes,
So in the return outsource account, how was it treated?
it was on the credit side.
Return outwards is the opposite of, is a reversal of which account?
Purchase.
Purchase. What other name can you give to return outwards? Purchase returns.
Yes.
Do you get it? Return
Yes.
outwards is going out, out. Credit is out. So it said it was 6132. We are recording house as it is. 6132. Which account should it have gone to?
Eliclim.
Elic Plim. The 613 should go to Elic Plim's account. Let me use this Elic Plim, right? It should go to Elic Plim's account. But did it get to Elic Plim's account?
No.
Where did
No.
it get to?
Elichem.
Elikem's account.
So how would it be treated in Elicem's account? Read a transaction.
It will
On
be
the
debited.
debit side.
Debiting.
So it was debited. So you come here 6132. Where is this 6132 coming from?
Return outwards account.
So we've recorded it as the question says, right? As the transaction is, right? So from what
Yeah.
the transaction is saying, this is what is there. This is what happened. From that transaction, this is what happened. Let's go back to our steps. What's the next step? Quick,
Ascertain
quick, quick.
whether the error affects the
No, no, no,
agreement.
no, no. Three. Step 3.
Identify the account with error.
So which account here has the error? Which account or accounts has or have the error?
The
Eliclem's
What?
Elikem
Elichem
account.
account.
Why is Elechem account having an error?
Because the money wasn't supposed to be there.
Okay. And Elechem account also has an error. Is that an error because the money should have been there, it wasn't there? Are you getting it?
Yes.
Yes.
Elechem account also has an error. Eleclem's account has an error because the money should be in its account, in his account, but it wasn't there. Elikem's account has an error because the money shouldn't be there and it is rather there. Are you good?
Yes.
Yes.
So the 3 accounts, which one of them is correct?
Return outward.
So this one, we don't have an issue with it. It's correct. Those people who have the issues, they are those we are going to deal with. Are you getting it?
Yes.
When we finish, pick the same question and solve it. And solve it all over again. In exams, even if your work doesn't balance and you are able to finish it, if the lecturer is awarding marks, you give to the student who was able to finish doing something. Ancestors come and fill in the entries for him or her. Can you hear me?
Yes.
What's the next step?
Ascertain whether the error affects the agreement of the trial balance.
Okay, so pay attention. The error, does it affect the agreement of the trial balance?
Yes.
What did I tell you is the sign? What did I tell you is the signal? So if it's a yes, why and how?
It's a no.
There is a no.
The one who use Samsung, what's your name?
Emmanuel.
Why no?
Because since the figures are the same, it will not affect the trial balance.
That is one. Who else?
And then says error of commission.
Commission.
It involves personal accounts.
Okay. Are you guys getting it? Also because there is a debit entry, there's a credit entry in the correct account,
Can
and
you
there
do
is a
the
debit
correction of
entry
error?
in the other accounts. Are you
Can you
getting
do
it?
the correction of error?
Uh,
Do you get it?
Correction of error.
yes.
So in the correct account, there was a credit entry, the same amount. In the wrong account, Elecam account, there was a debit entry, the same amount. So it will not be a problem. So you see that the credit side figure is the same as what? The debit side figure. So it will not affect. So it's an error. The errors are that it shouldn't be in Elecam's account. It should rather be in Eleclim's account. And it rather did not record it in Eleclim's account, which is an error. And then recorded it in Elecam's account, which is also an error. So though it's an error, yet it doesn't affect the trial balance because the debit side figure and the credit side figure are the same. That's what I wanted to hear. Are we okay?
Yes.
So now let's go to the next step. So is it 5 or 6? Which are we going for?
5.
Hello? Is it step 5 or step 6? Which one are you guys going for?
Step
The error. The error, does it
So,
affect the agreement of the trial balance?
No.
So we go to 6. If error does not affect the trial balance, correct it without using suspense account. So here, we will not bring suspense account. Are you good?
Yes.
We will not touch the correct account. The correct account will not have anything to do. We will deal with, we will do with, or we will deal with the two accounts which have the issues. So how do we correct it? LA claims account. How do we correct LA claims account?
We will take the same figure to the opposite side.
Yeah, so that we cancel it. That's called reversing. You reverse it. So if this figure in LA claims account goes to the credit side, now in LA claims account goes to the credit side. In LA claims account, where will the figure be recorded?
Debit.
This is where it belongs. Are you getting it? In
Yes.
LA claims account, the 6132, where is it coming from?
sales returns.
Eh, eh. I'll remove your tongue. I'll remove your tongue. Pay attention. This 6132, where is it coming from? Which account is it coming from?
Elichem.
Claims account.
Elechem. 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 Then when you go to Elekem's account, the 6132, where did he go to? Which account did he go to?
Elichem.
Electronic
Elechem. That's
account.
it. You, this guy, you've not seen any sales here. You are saying sales returns. I wish you were closer to me. I would have given you a bicycle kick. Okay, so that's LA claims account. That's it. So we'll here there is no suspense because the error does not affect the agreement or the trial balance. So we're going to record LA and LA claims account, the correction, the one in pink. We're going to record them in the journal straight away. That is why I said from the scratch that if errors not affecting the agreement or the trial balance, what do we use? We use only the journal. But if errors affect the trial balance, we use what? The suspense and the
In the
journal.
journal.
So we come to the journal. There are two accounts. Which one of them has a suspense? Which one of them has a debit entry? Eliclim and
Elichem.
Which one of them has a debit entry?
Elichem.
When I say debit entry, which one of them has the transaction written on the debit side, the correct one?
Elichem.
Eliclim. Yeah, Bema. The pink one is the corrected one, not the orange one. The orange one is the error. The pink figures are the correct one. So between Elichem and Elikpilim, which one of them has the corrected figure written on the debit side? It's Elikpilim.
Elikpilim. Elikpilim.
If you practice, you remember it. So we have what?
Elikpilim.
Elikpilim accounts. How much is it?
6132.
Then we go to Elichem's accounts. How much is it?
6132.
32.
Being error of commission. Now corrected. It should slant.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
So you were saying if the error does not affect the agreement of the trial balance, we correct it with just the general journal. But if it does, we correct with both the general journal and then the suspense account.
Yes. That's it. Here, it doesn't affect. So we only recorded the general journal is to record the entries of the correction. The general journal is just to record the entries of the correction, right? So whether you use the suspense to correct or you don't use the suspense to correct, you record everything in the journal. Okay, you use you record everything in the journal. Okay, so that's it. Are you okay?
But only the ones that are affected by the trial, but like that are affected by the errors are the ones that are entered in the suspense.
Yes, only those errors which affect the agreement or trial balance are recorded in the suspense. If they do not affect, you don't use suspense. You just record them as they are. Okay, let's continue. So the D is gone. Let's go to the next one. Which one is next? We have two more. Let's finish hard.
A payment by a debtor of 10,000 by a direct a payment by a debtor of 10,000 Ghana cedis by a direct bank transfer had not been entered in the debtor's account.
All right. So now let's go. I'll not go to the steps again. Hey, some people have joined. They've not paid though. Don't allow them in.
Please, who?
I don't even know their names. Let's go. So the first step, what's the first step? Now we should be used to the first step. I'll not scroll up again.
Identify the accounts involved.
Okay, what are the accounts involved? Look at the E.
Debtor's account and
Bank account.
bank account.
Good. Let's go. Quickly. Now you are masters, so don't really joke. We are serious people now here. Now you are not toddlers and infants and babysitters. No. Now you are really experienced people. So let's go. Next step.
Record the entries per the transaction.
Yes, who will help us? Dora, let someone also speak. Yes, what are the entries? Read it carefully. Hey. Okay, let's go. A payment by a debtor of 10,000, right? By a direct bank transfer had not been entered in the debtor's account. So the debtor sent, remember that Maunyo Limited keeps the books. It has the books of all the accounts. Okay. So the debtor paid money, transferred money by a direct transfer. It's the debtor sent from his account or her account to the company's bank account. So in the company's, let's look at how the transaction will be. In the company's bank account, how would the transaction be recorded? Debit or credit?
Credit.
Debit.
Credits.
Credits. 10,000. From where?
From the debtor.
Data.
Debtor.
Are you getting it?
Yes.
But it says that the payment by a debtor of 10,000 by a direct bank transfer had not been entered in the. They didn't tell you how it was done, but they said it had not been entered. So if you want to know how it was not entered, You have to first ask yourself, how was it done in the other accounts? Then you know how it should be done in the debtors account. Do you get it?
Yes.
So in the other account, which is the bank account, how was it done? It will be credited there. If it will be credited in the debtors,
In the bank account.
hold on. Let me see. Hold on, let me see something. Okay. Okay, so hold on. In the bank accounts, now this is not the account. This is not the account. This bank account is not the account with the bank. This bank account is what the business is having. So it's like a cash account, right?
Mm.
Are you following?
Yes.
Okay. So it should be debited. Okay.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
it's coming into the business account. So it will be 10,000 here. Debited. Where is it from? Debtors account. This bank account is like the cash. It's like the cash book. So if someone pays money, don't record it on the debit side, receipts.
Yes.
Good. So this is like the cash book. So if it is 10,000 in the bank account, debit side, debtors account, where will it be recorded?
Credit.
Credit
The
side.
credit side.
It says that by a direct bank transfer had not been entered in the debtors account. It had not been entered. Are you getting it? So this is how the transaction is. This is how the transaction is. So what's the next step?
Recorded.
We have recorded the entries per the transaction. What's the next step?
Identify the account with the error.
Okay, so the two accounts, the debtors account and the bank account, which one has the error?
Debtors.
Debtors account.
Debtors account.
Why? Why?
Mhm.
Let's be quick. Let's be quick. Why?
Because the transaction were
Was
not
not
recorded.
Good. Because it's there. It's there. It's there in the transaction. A payment by a debtor of 10,000 by a direct bank transfer had not been entered. Had not been entered means we are doing entries. Record the entries per the transaction. So if they said that it had not been entered, it means it was not recorded in the debtors account. And is that an error? Yes. So the two accounts, the debtor account which has an error. So that is the next one. Let's move on. Ascertain. So we've noticed that the debtors account has an error. Ascertain whether or not the error affects the agreement of the trial balance. Let's come down. The error, does it affect the agreement of the trial balance?
It
Yes.
doesn't affect.
Does the error
It,
affect the agreement of the trial balance?
It doesn't
yes.
affect.
Yes.
Who said it
It
doesn't affect? Tell me why. Quick.
so it
Because
affects.
Uh-huh.
because there's the same transaction, it has to be the two accounts. One has to be credit and the debit, but it was recorded only at the um bank account, but it wasn't recorded in the debtors account. So
So
you have to
it's
record the same amount there.
No, I'm asking the error that it wasn't recorded in the debtors account. Does it affect the agreement of the trial balance or it does not?
it does.
It It does. does.
So long as you are not seeing the figure in the other account, it does.
Single
This is
and
called error of single entry.
Yeah.
You only recorded in one account. And I've told you that. How do you know it doesn't affect or it does affect? Just ask yourself, what is the total debit figures? So debtors account here is 0. Debtors account debit side here is 10. Debtors account credit side is 0. Bank account credit side is 0. So total debit is what? 10. 0 plus 10 is what? 10. Then total
Okay.
credit is what? 0 plus 0. The same transaction. One side has 10,000, the other side has 0. So because the debit side is more than the credit side, it affects.
Okay.
Do you understand it?
Yes,
yeah.
please.
You are looking at the error. We are not talking about how you correct it. I'm talking about the error. You look at the error to tell whether the error affects the agreement or it does not affect, not your correction. You have to first know the error, which account affect the error. Then, does the error affect the trial balance or it does not? Before you come and think about the correction. So now we're looking at which account has the error. We said it's the debtors account. Now that error, does it affect the agreement or it does not? It does. because in the debtors account, they didn't write anything in it, making the bank account debit side higher than the credit side. Are you getting it?
Yes.
All right. So now we've seen that the error affects the agreement of the trial balance. So where do we go? Step 5 or 6?
5.
Step 5.
5. If error
5.
affects trial balance, use suspense account to correct it. So it means that between the bank account and the debtors account, the bank account is correct. The bank account is correct. You don't have any issue with the bank account. The error account is the debtors account. So we'll bring in the suspense guy to come and help with it, to come and help correct it. So now, where do we need the 10,000 in the debtors account? Where do we need the 10,000 in the debtors account? Look at the bank account.
At
Where
the
do we need
credit
it?
side.
We need it
Credits.
at the credit side. So 10,000 should be here. So
Credit
if
side.
10,000, hold on, if 10,000 is in the debtors account, where do we need it in the suspense account?
Debit side.
Debit, double entry.
Debit.
This 10,000, where is it coming from? In the suspense account, the 10,000, where is it coming from?
Debtors account.
Debtors account.
Debtors.
In the debtors account, where is the 10,000 going to?
Coming from
Suspense.
suspense account.
Are you getting it?
Yes.
So this guy here is a mini suspense account. We'll go to the mother, its mother, and record what we have done here in the mother's account. So in the suspense is debit, right? So I go to the mother suspense. How much is it? 10,000, right? Debit side, right?
Yes.
What is that? What's the name of the account there?
Debtors.
Debtors account. That's it. So I recorded just as we did. I recorded it in there. Then I asked myself, between the suspense and debtors accounts, which one of them has a debit balance or debit entry?
Suspense.
Yes. Which one of them has a debit entry?
Suspense.
Suspense. Those who are saying saucepan. It's not saucepan, it's suspense. So what is saucepan account? Hey. Okay, let's go. So suspense account. How much is the figure?
10,000.
Then slant. Slant it. I'll write what? Debtors account. How much is the figure?
10,000.
That's it. Last one. Let's go to the last one. F. Read the transaction.
Salary of 2,000 had been recorded in sundry expenses account.
Salaries of what?
2,000 had been recorded in sundry expenses account.
In sundry.
Sundry.
Okay, let's go. So what accounts are involved? The steps. Hey, are people learning in the class or they are sleeping? Which is which?
We are in.
Yo, let's go. F. I'll record it, so I'll share it on the Zoom page. Then you can go and study further. Okay, F. What's the first step?
Sundry.
Identify
Identify the accounts
responsible.
involved.
Yes, what are the accounts?
Sundry expenses.
Son, mute them,
Salary.
mute them. Salary and what?
Sundry
Sundry
expenses.
account.
Sundry means various expenses or other expenses. Okay, that's the first step. Identify the accounts involved. The second step.
Record the entries.
Record the entries.
The transaction.
Okay, so let's record them. Salary of 2,000 had been recorded in sundry expenses account. Okay, so what does it mean? Just tell me the way you understand it.
The money has been credited to uh, the money has been put in the credit side of the sundry expenses.
No. Just tell
2,000.
me how. Don't use credit and debit. In layman's terms, assume you don't know anything in accounting. Just tell me how you understand it. That's what I want. We want to identify what? We are recording the transactions. We are recording the entries per the transactions. So how do you just tell me the basic way you understand? Don't use debit and credit. Mm-hmm. Oh, we'll try. Okay. Salary of 2,000 had been recorded in sundry expense account. It simply means that the 2,000 belongs to salary, right? But where did they record it to? Who did they give the 2,000 to?
Sundry account.
Sundry expenses account. So then the next question I would have asked is that where in the sundry expenses did they record it? First, I want you to know to understand it that the 2,000 belongs to salary, but they have given it to sundry expenses. So the next question I would have asked you is, which side in the sundry expenses did they record it? I have told you that for you to understand which side they record transactions, if you are doing administration, real estate, banking and finance, and what any other course, don't play or downplay this double entry thing, because we're going to do more of this double entry. We're going to do a lot, so just understand it. I said for you to know where, if there is any account name, any title of account, for you to know whether it is debit or credit, have in mind Alice. And all the transactions, all the accounts, the ledgers, they are grouped, they all fall under one of the five. So this is sundry expenses. So the sundry expense, which of the five does it fall under?
That
Debit
The
side.
sundry expenses, which of the five? The Alice, assets, liability, income, capital expenses. Which of the five does it fall under?
debit.
Expense.
Oh, which one does it fall
Expenses.
under?
Expenses.
You people too.
Expenses.
Expenses.
You say, pay attention. It falls under expenses. So in the T account, when I was placing the Alice, where did the expenses fall? Where did I record the expenses? Debit or credit?
Debit.
Debit.
It
Debit.
means it means all expenses, all revenue expenditure, all expenses, they fall on the debit side. That will be their place of entry. So if they said a salary of 2,000 had been recorded in the sundry expenses account, it means that the 2,000 they recorded it in where? On the debit side of the
Sun.
sundry expenses account. Meanwhile, the 2,000 should have been in salary, but on the debit side. And they didn't give it to salary, they went to give it to sundry expenses. If you don't know double entry, correction of errors, it will be very, very difficult for you to do it. So the point is that there is one account which they didn't state. Look at the D account, the early claim account. They stated that return outwards of this to early claim to Elichem, 3 accounts. Here too, there are 3 accounts, but they only stated the 2 accounts. They only stated 2 accounts. The other account could be cash, which they didn't
Yeah.
state,
Or bank.
or bank. Good. Cash, they didn't state that one. Why didn't they state that one? Because that one, the entry in there was correct. Like return outwards, the D1, return outwards was correct, but the 2 other accounts had issues. Are you getting it? The D1, the return outwards was correct. Let me go up so that I'll show you the workings. The D. Look at the D. I canceled the return outwards. They stated it. But the other accounts were the 2. Early claim, early came. Here, the 2 accounts are salary and sundry. But they didn't state one account. They said the money was to have been given to salary. But they didn't give it to salary. They rather gave it to sundry expenses. Meaning, where was the money also coming from? The other account. That account could be cash or bank. Right? So if sundry expenses is a debit account, it means that in the cash account, the 2,000 was on the credit side. Is that correct? Is that correct?
Yeah.
The cash account, the 2,000 was on the credit side. Where was this 2,000 series? Which account was it going to?
Salary.
Salary
Good.
account.
Salary. But instead of doing the double entry in salary, they rather went to do the double entry in sundry expenses. So we go to the next step. Identify the account with error. These three accounts, which of them has or have the error?
Salary and sundry.
Yes, which of the accounts have errors? Quick.
Salary and sundry.
So salary has an error because the 2,000 which belongs to it wasn't written in there. Sundry expense has the error because the 2,000 doesn't belong to sundry, but they wrote it in there. But the cash account, which was not mentioned, was correct. That's why they didn't mention it. Do we get it?
Yes.
So now, this error, let's go to the next step. Ascertain whether the error what
Oh,
affects the agreement of the trial balance, the step 4. Or I ascertain whether or not the error affects the agreement of the trial balance. Now, this error we are looking at here, does it affect the agreement of the trial balance? What must come to your mind is the way I explained. You have to look at the sides of the account. If this account, this is this, there's the next account, this is that. Are the figures the same? Are they on the same side or they're on the different side of debit and credit? That's what will tell you whether it is affecting or not affecting. Are we good? You would
Yes.
ask
Yes,
yourself,
sir.
how much is the figure involved? 2,000. Was it 2,000? Was 2,000 the accurate figure? Okay, it was. Now, in the first account, the correct account, how was it done? So in the next account, how should it be done? That's all you look at. I've told you if you want to see whether it affects or not, you look at the figures and whether or not the double entry was done. Was there a debit here? Was there a credit here? Are the figures the same? If the figures are the same and they are there is debit here and credit somewhere, then it's okay. But if the figures are not the same, then there's an issue. If also the same size of the account were written the same two figures on the same side, let's say one account has debit, another account has debit, there's a problem. Because accounting is not saying the two accounts involved in a transaction should be written on the same side. It rather says that if one side is debited, credit the other side. I hope I'm making sense.
Yes.
That is how you get to know whether the account affects or does not affect. So now this account, does it affect or does not affect?
It doesn't affect.
Yes, does it affect or it doesn't affect?
It doesn't affect.
It doesn't affect. Why?
So because the credit side and then the credit side of the sundry.
So I told you that for you to know whether it affects or not, you ask yourself, the first account, the correct account, how was it treated? Which side of the account did they write the cash?
Credit side.
Credit. How much was it?
2,000.
So in the other accounts, how much should be written there?
2,000.
1,000.
Which side of that account should be recorded?
The debit side.
Debit side. So it should have been in salary. Was it in salary?
No.
Nope.
Where did they record it?
Sundry expenses.
Which side of an account did they record in sundry expenses?
The debit side.
How much?
2,000.
Have we fulfilled double entry?
Yes.
Double entry said debit one side with an amount of money and credit another account with the same amount of money. So here, the credit side is having the 2,000, is correct. The debit side also is having 2,000, is correct. So double entry is done. Despite the fact that it's not the same account, we are not concerned about it being, we want to know whether it affects or it does not affect. That's what we want to know. So, and how do you know it affects? We will check the amount involved. Is it the same in the two accounts? If it's the same, then we come and check. Is one of the account debiting? Is the other crediting? If it's the same amount and one account is credited with the same amount, another account is debited with the same amount, it does not affect. Though it's an error, but it does not affect. Are we good?
Yes.
Are we good? This is called error of principle. Are you good?
Yes.
So it does not affect. It does not affect. It does not affect. It belongs to one account. We've taken it to another account, right? This, it does not affect. That's the issue here. It does not affect. So if it does not affect, what do? We correct it. So how do we correct it? Mm-hmm. How do we correct it? Hey, the class is quiet. So how many are we? 14 and everyone is quiet. Why? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hi.
Okay. Elizabeth, how do we correct it? Hey,
You write it on the other side of the account.
which one? Which account?
Salary.
Where do we write it in the salary account?
On the credit side.
Good. The 2,000 should be on the credit side. Where is this 2,000 coming from? There are two accounts here. There are two accounts here. So if I'm writing 2,000 the salary account, where is the 2,000 coming from?
Sundry.
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 Then when I go to, so it's here, it's on which side? No, 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 wait, it's wrong. Hold on. It's wrong. Now watch. Where do we need the 2,000 the salary account? We said that the salary account has
Debit
an
side.
error because it should have been the 2,000 should have recorded in the salary account, but the other two is sundry expenses. Okay, we have understood. Now let's correct the error. We don't need suspense because double entry is satisfied. So it's an error which do not affect the agreement of the trial balance. Though it's an error, it doesn't affect the agreement of the trial balance. So we'll use the two account to correct each other. So we need the money in the salary account. That's where the 2,000 should be. So where do we record it in the salary account? Where do we record the 2,000 in the salary account?
Credit side.
Debit side.
Salary is an expense. Where do we record expenses?
Debit side.
Debit.
Debits. 2,000. These 2,000, there are two accounts we are dealing with. Where will it be coming from?
A
These
sundry
2,000,
expense.
Sundry.
it will be coming from sundry expenses. So, in other words, okay. So when I go to sundry expenses, salary is debit. When I go to sundry expenses, where will I record the 2,000?
Credit side.
This is debit. When I go to sundry expenses, where will I record the 2,000? Credit.
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 Where is this
Credit.
2,000 coming from?
Salary.
Salary. Simply put, you put 2,000 on the credit side of the sundry expenses and cancel that figure. That's what you have just done. Just put 2,000 on the sundry expenses on the credit side because the 2,000 doesn't belong to that account. When you put 2,000 on the credit side, it will become 2,000 minus 2,000, which will give us what? Zero, meaning it's
Yeah.
cancelled. We have reversed it. We have reversed it. Then that 2,000 here, where is it going to? It will go to the right account. It will go to where salary. It's on the credit side of sundry expenses. So when we come to the salary, we'll do double entry. On the debit side, write a 2,000. That 2,000 the salary expense on the debit side. Where is it coming from? Sundry expense. Are we good?
So I
Yes.
have a question.
Yes.
So isn't sundry expense also an expense?
What?
Isn't sundry expense also a form of expense?
I
Yes.
said sundry expense means other expenses or various expenses. Are you getting
So
it?
then what? Okay.
So, like they could say, let's say, um, let's say candy, this the business spends money on buying, I've forgotten the actual, let me say candy or confectionaries, right? Like toffees and others. The business spends money on airtime. So all those petty expenses, they'll put all together and they'll call it sundry expenses.
Okay.
Good. So between the salary and the sundry, which one of them has the corrected debit entry?
Salary.
Salary. Okay. So I go to salary. The account that here, who owns the account here? The one who owns this account is called salary. And it has a debit entry. So I'll go to the journal and I'll write salary. So salary account. How much is it?
2,000.
2,000. Then what's the next account? The credit account is what? Sundry expense. How much is it?
2,000.
So you see, when I use a pencil to draw, is that the last account we've dealt with?
Yes.
Good. So you see that when I used the pencil to draw the table, assuming I'd used pen, look at where it would have ended. Let's say I would have come and close it here. And all this space would be there. Nothing. It will be very clumsy. That's why you have to use a pencil. Then when you use a pencil, wherever you end, you just underline. Then you clear the excess lines, the overlapping lines, you clear them. Then when you are done, you use pen. You use pen throughout. You use pen to draw through the table because now you've seen where you end. Are you getting it? Are you getting it?
Yeah.
Now our suspense. Let us close off our suspense account. So let me leave a space here, a space there. In the event of any balances, I'll record. There are two sides. Which one of them has higher value?
Credit.
Or they are the
The
same?
debit side.
Debit side have 12,500, right?
Yeah.
Credit
Yeah,
side,
they are the same.
they are the
They
same.
are the
So
same.
here it has balanced. There was no balance. It doesn't mean all the time you get it that way. There are some cases where you would finish it and the question, I mean, the suspense account, it will not balance completely. That is, you have some balances left, but that doesn't mean it's wrong. Are you good?
Yes, sir.
So here you
Yes,
see
sir.
that the total debit side is 12,500, total credit side is 12,500. It doesn't mean, so it has balance. There was no balances. It was zero. But there are some of them you finish adding and you're going to have balance carried down. Some amount here, which will give you balance brought down here. Or balance carried down there, which will give you balance brought down there. It doesn't mean it is wrong. If you did the right thing, you can have balances at the end. Are we good?
Yes.
Are we good?
Yes, sir.
Should we solve income statement? Hold on, let me stop the share. No, hold on. Wait, so this is what you are going to have. Your journal on the first page, and then your journal on the first page, and the suspense on the other page, and your workings. Don't write the steps. You can write the steps on your question paper if you forget. Then the workings below the suspense, halfway down the page, you start with your workings there. Do the best you can. Even if it doesn't balance, just do the best you can. Some questions you are not to balance. Other questions you easily balance like this one. Okay. Let me stop this share.